Tobago's funeral home, where we celebrate life's precious moments. From the moment you enter our doors, you're met with kindness and care. Our reception area is designed to be more than just a waiting room. It is a place of calm, thoughtfully created to ease the weight of grief. In our private conference room, conversations are guided by empathy. Here, our client experience coordinators sit beside you, not just run smoothly, from the smallest detail to the final farewell. We understand that choosing a casket or a coffin is a deeply personal decision. In our selection room, we provide a calm, respectful environment where families can take their time and explore options that reflect their loved one's life, beliefs, and preference. Our spacious chapel is where memories are honored and lives are celebrated. Designed with serenity and warmth, it provides a welcoming space for families and friends to come together in reflection and remembrance. For families choosing cremation, we offer on-site professional cremation services in a setting that upholds dignity, peace, and confidentiality. Our crematorium offers a seamless and respectful alternative to traditional burial, giving families flexibility while maintaining the highest standard of care.
Duke endorses Augustine for 2026 THA elections. THA hosts Tobago's first ever drone show and multiple road accidents over the weekend. Good evening. I am Kristen Salandi and you're locked into the Tobago Updates television news for December 8th, 2025. Now to our top story. Earlier today, during a press conference, the PDP leader Watson Duke has officially announced his support to Farley Augustine in the upcoming THA elections, marking a strategic alliance aimed at consolidating political influence in Tobago. This reflects a commitment to unity, collaboration, and presenting voters with a strengthened, cohesive front as the island.
Where's Augustine? A young fella, brilliant ideas in his head. And I saw in that man a future leader. And I still believe he can be a future leader. But I'm not here to kiss any part of his body or to come down to him. I'm saying we must keep the dream alive.
PDP has announced that it will be backing Farley Augustine in the upcoming THA elections, forming a strengthened alliance aimed at increasing political momentum and uniting support across Tobago.
We are one, have always been one. We may have gotten our own disagreements, call each other names. He called me name, I call him back name. That's family business. That's family business, right? That's family business. But at the end of the day, Tobago is our interest. And we will be supporting him in this elections.
The PDP's backing in Farley Augustine underscores a strategic alliance designed to unify support and strengthen their position in the upcoming THA election.
The night sky into a vibrant showcase of Tobago's culture, achievements, and identity. The 12-minute performance featured choreographed formations honoring some of Tobago's most beloved icons. Illuminated portraits of cultural legends such as the Mighty Shadow and Calypso Rose lit up the sky, while a striking display of champion athlete Akeem Stewart celebrated the island's excellence in sports. Symbolic imagery including the THA emblem and a recreation of the Assembly Legislature building further resonated with the audience, merging tradition with cutting-edge technology. Each formation told a story of Tobago's legacy, its creativity, resilience, and the pride of its people. More than a visual spectacle, the drone show marked a significant cultural moment, honoring Tobago's past, celebrating its present, and signaling a bold step into the future. With several road accidents reported over the weekend, whether due to wet road conditions or reckless driving, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service (TTPS) is urging motorists and pedestrians to exercise greater vigilance and prioritize safety on the roads, especially as the holiday approaches. Here are the details.
With around 8 accidents reported over the weekend, including incidents at major intersections, Corporal Carver Vincent is reminding motorists you're never late to go anywhere. Drive safely and responsibly.
Thus far, we have recorded 8 accidents over the period of the 5th of December to the 8th of December. 3 of which were at the major intersections, Wilson Road, Corner Hall, and the Bagatelle intersections. You hear me? Hello?
Go ahead.
Yes, right. And the major factor is that most of these motorists are in breach of the red stoplight. They're in a hurry to go nowhere.
Motorists are urged to remember yellow light signals caution, not speed. Most major intersections accidents happen when drivers rush. Keep at least 3 car lengths between vehicles for safety.
Motorists are mindful and want to be mindful of the fact that the yellow light does not indicate that you have to speed up to proceed. It means get ready to stop, because at any moment the light can change. And that is the case with most of these accidents at the major intersections. All right? Motorists want to be careful. You're following a vehicle, you have to at least be at least 3 car lengths following another vehicle.
Road safety is everyone's responsibility. Stay alert, follow traffic rules, and drive patiently to prevent accidents and ensure you and others reach your destination safely. This is Aliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Up next, from villages to vision, PNM names full slate for THA 2026.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!
What's on your Christmas wish list? And can you do it with $75,000 at 0.75%? Bethel Credit Union is making your Christmas wishes come true with our 75 in 25 Christmas loan sale. Get up to $75,000 in loans at a special 0.75% interest rate as we celebrate 75 years of service, strength, and community. So, whether it's home upgrades, holiday travel, or treating the ones you love, we've got you covered. Bethel Credit Union. We see you, and we're here for you. Find.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Trinidad and Tobago! Santa Claus is coming to Charon's at Lowlands Mall to stock up on all the goodies for good boys and girls. I'm checking my list, and Charon's has everything I need. Christmas decorations, curtains, toys, and so much more. And the best part? The best prices in town. So hurry down, folks. Visit Charon's today, before the shelves are empty. Ho, ho, ho! Charon's at Lowlands Mall, where Christmas shopping starts.
The elderly can't have fun too. We're talking good food, proper music, lots of games, and a day at the beach they will never forget. From the time we left the compound at Heavenly Care Home for the Elderly, the vibe was already established. Wheels up and seatbelts on. Watch now, when we touched down in Pigeon Point, everybody was ready for excitement. But before anything could take place, we had to secure bellies. You ever play bingo by the beachside? Well, that was the first activity on the roster, and boy did these seniors have fun. However, others wanted something more physical, so we brought out the ring toss, and not even arthritis could have stopped them. Well, I was blown away at how straight these people were. Are you sure this is a home for the elderly? Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, but nothing beats the song of Good Steel Pan by the shores while we take a dip in Tobago's finest water. Wait, more food again? This is my type of event. The energy was amazing and nothing short of a blessing. Big up Heavenly Care Home for the Elderly, because joy doesn't retire, laughter doesn't age, and memories like these last forever.
To a stranger.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
Hey! Mason Hall, Mariah! Ready?
Mason Hall, Mariah, now we rise. Join us this Tuesday, December 9th, 6 p.m. at Mason Hall Football Field. Join your area representative, a committed team player and leader, Ian Whitey Pollard. Alongside him, the Honorable Chief Secretary, Mr. Fali Chavez Augustine. Come hear the voices shaping Tobago's future. Tobago People's Party, anchored in truth, rising with you.
Whitey run the road. Yeah, him run it strong. Mason Hall, Mariah, that's where he belong.
That was a paid political advertisement.
Tobago, the sun is rising, and so are the conversations that matter, from the economy to education, from healthcare to community voices. No spin, no fluff, just facts, truth, and clarity. Join me, Lavian, as we cover the issues that shape our lives, the stories we can't ignore. We bring them to the table and ask the questions you want answered.
Thanks for staying with us. The Tobago House of Assembly election campaign is heating up. The People's National Movement has unveiled its full slate of candidates, promising to put Tobago first again. The announcement came in a video posted on social media, highlighting the party's theme of pride, purpose, and people. More in this report from Martina Renales Salazar. The party introduced 15 candidates across all electoral districts, among them Palatavia Lansome Speyside and Karen Forbes in Plymouth Blackrock. Shanae John is contesting Roxborough Argyle, Pethel Daniel Bremner in Scarborough Mount Grace, and Brian Harris in Signal Hill Patience Hill. The PNM says its 15 candidates stand united to restore integrity, rebuild Tobago's economy, and return the island to pride and progress. This is Martina Renales Salazar reporting for Tobago Updates Television News. Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar is highlighting progress in getting TTPS vehicles back on the road. Dozens of repaired units have already returned to service, boosting patrols and response. However, she admits the bigger challenge remains hundreds of vehicles still sidelined by minor fixes. More in this report from Martina Renales Salazar. Speaking in Parliament on Friday, Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar said she attended a handover ceremony earlier that day where 14 repaired police vehicles were returned to the TTPS by VIMCOT.
I attended a very pleasing and pleasant event. And this was 1 week ago. Someone told me there were about 500 police vehicles parked up all over the country, needing repairs. And that was 1 week ago. In fact, it was last week, Thursday. I said, well, we have something called VIMCOT. Why don't we use VIMCOT? And so said, so then. It was done. And from 1 week time, we had 14 police vehicles repaired.
She commended the efforts, noting that while the vehicles had originally cost the state more than $3 million, they were restored and made road ready at a combined cost of just $70,000.
The plan is, by the end of the year, to have 50 vehicles fully on the road. And what was a little shocking when I said, but why? What was wrong with these vehicles? And the VIMCOT official said, oil change. Oil changes. That's true, Minister, but remember, oil changes. Things to do with disc pads, transmission. The value of those vehicles was about $3 million, they tell me. I said, well, how much did you spend to bring them back? They said about $70,000. That is $70,000 well spent.
Persad-Bissessar reaffirmed her government's commitment to strengthening police mobility, noting that an additional 50 vehicles are expected to be repaired and delivered to the TTPS before year's end. She says the effort underscores a broader push to ensure officers are better equipped to serve and protect communities across Trinidad and Tobago. Martina Renales Salazar reporting for Tobago Updates Television News. The Tobago House of Assembly, THA, is overseeing 2 significant cleanup operations, urging full public participation across the island. Here's more in this story.
The Scarborough Market is slated for 2 special thorough cleaning days, and so the market was closed today, Monday, December 8th, and will also be closed on Monday, January 12th, 2026, to facilitate the cleaning exercise led by the Division of Food Security. Shoppers and vendors are advised to note these closures. While Robinson's Day Islandwide cleanup campaign begins tomorrow, Tuesday, December 9th, and runs through December 16th. This initiative focuses on collecting white waste, bulky items like stoves, refrigerators, and galvanized materials from curbside collection points. Ricardo Bob, Public Health Inspector 4 with the Division of Health's Department of Health, says these items give harborage to pests.
But those things that can encourage rodents and breed mosquitoes and so on, those are the primary things that we are taking up. Because those are the bulky items that people tend not to be able to get rid of easily.
Health Inspector Bob also identified problematic areas that people frequently dump these large items.
What we call them hotspots. You pay somebody to take your waste away, or you take it yourself, and then the person go and dump it somewhere, and then we have to clean it. Union is one of the areas, Lambeau, Mott Ridge. Those are areas We will clean it, we put no dumping signs, and it speaks to the care for the environment that people are having.
The Office of the Chief Secretary is calling for support from the private sector, NGOs, and volunteers with equipment to manage the expected volume of debris, which in previous years has resulted in dozens of truckloads of waste. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
The path to the next Tobago House of Assembly election is now officially clear. On Friday, the House of Representatives stamped its approval on the new electoral boundaries for the island. This critical step sets the stage for a highly anticipated poll on January 12, 2026. Reporter Jewel Green George has the details.
Parliament's approval of the Elections and Boundaries Commission's 14th report on the Tobago Electoral District now defines the landscape for the upcoming contest. The vote on the draft Local Government and the THA Tobago Order 2025 was driven by a tight constitutional deadline. The motion came less than a month after Chief Secretary Farley Augustine dissolved the Assembly.
Now a pressing need to ensure
noticeable growth. The report confirmed that 52,857 electors were registered as of July 7, 2025, showing a 3% increase since the last review in 2021, underscoring dynamic demographic shifts on the island.
I am advised that this 14th report reflects Tobago's electorate as of the 7th of July 2025, which totaled 52,857 electors. Now that is an increase of just over 3% from the last time in 2021.
The government, however, revealed that its own scrutiny of the EBC's report identified 29 errors and issues with 414 electors having vague addresses. These issues were corrected via an errata sheet before final approval. The opposition, meanwhile, criticized the lack of transparency in the report's parliamentary delivery and requested clarity regarding the transfer of Polling Division 4948.
The report makes only one boundary adjustment: the transfer of Polling Division 4948 from Mason Hall to Mariah Bacolet. Yet remarkably, although there is one boundary adjustment to one polling division, it resulted in 2 district name changes. We would want clarity on that point.
The MP also noted that Bagatelle Bacolet is now changed to Mason Hall South Bagatelle, and Mason Hall Mariah is now changed to Mason Hall North Mariah. With the new boundaries secured through a vote in the House, Tobagonians continue to eagerly await the January 12th election. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
The news continues in a moment, but why wait? You can follow every story, every update, all the time. Join the conversation. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Don't miss a beat. We'll be right back.
Deltec Distributors Christmas Specials is here. Choose from our festive meat packages at unbeatable prices, perfect for your holiday feast. Hurry! Limited packages. Order now. Package 1, $4.99. 11 pounds of leg-of-thigh chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey, 1 picnic ham, 1 liter pear jacks. Package 2, $4.99. 11 pounds leg-of-thigh chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey cubes, 1 chicken ham, 1 liter pear jacks. Package 3, $600. 11 pounds leg-of-thigh chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey wings, 1 whole turkey, 1 liter pear jack. Package 4, $535. 11 pounds leg-of-thigh chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey wings, 3 pounds fish ham, 1 liter pear jacks for $359-5040 or 237-0102. Delivery available for just $20. Deltec Distributors, Main Road, Argyle, Tobago.
Tobago, the sun is rising, and so are the conversations that matter, from the economy to education, from healthcare to community voices. No spin, no fluff, just facts, truth, and clarity. Join me, Lavian, as we cover the issues that shape our lives, the stories we can't ignore. We bring them to the table and ask the questions you want answered.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!
What's on your Christmas wish list? And can you do it with $75,000 at 0.75%? Bethel Credit Union is making your Christmas wishes come true with our 75 in 25 Christmas loan sale. Get up to $75,000 in loans at a special 0.75% interest rate as we celebrate 75 years of service, strength, and community. So, whether it's home upgrades, holiday travel, or treating the ones you love, we've got you covered. Bethel Credit Union, we see you and we're here for you. Find
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Trinidad and Tobago! Santa Claus is coming to Charon's at Lowlands Mall to stock up on all the goodies for good boys and girls. I'm checking my list, and Charon's has everything I need. Christmas decorations, curtains, toys, and so much more. And the best part? The best prices in town. So hurry down, folks. Visit Charon's today before the shelves are empty. Ho, ho, ho! Charon's at Lowlands Mall, where Christmas shopping starts.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
Bethel New Grange, stand up. The Blue Wave will be at Montgomery Basketball Court on Monday, 8th December at 6 p.m. Come hear your candidate, Mr. Darren Henry, a service-minded and community-driven leader. Alongside him, the Honorable Chief Secretary, Mr. Farley Chavez Augustine. Come hear the voices shaping Tobago's future. See you on Monday, December 8th, 6 p.m. at Montgomery Basketball Court. Tobago People's Party, anchored in truth, rising with you.
We vote in TPP.
Welcome back. The Unity of the People UTP party has extended its candidate search nomination period for the upcoming THA elections from its original November 25th closing date. This was confirmed by their political leader, Nkosi Phillips, who is the party's contender in the high-stakes Buku Mount Pleasant district for the 2025-2026 race. The party executive, citing a tedious search, states that they expect to complete the process by tomorrow, Tuesday, December 9th. In a press statement, the party lamented that despite what they call a crisis of leadership, voters continue to be motivated by hate, race, and what they can get for themselves, rather than the island's welfare. Phillips now enters a marginal seat previously decided by just a 4-vote margin. With the selection process to close soon, the UTP is determined to offer an alternative in the election race. With the January 12th THA elections just 5 weeks away, the electioneering in Tobago is kicking into high gear. The ruling Tobago People's Party TPP is hitting the hustings hard, asking voters to secure the island's future with their symbol, the anchor. But beyond the branding, the party is framing this election as a critical choice. Here's more from this reporter, Jewel Green George.
Incumbent and uncontested candidate for Bell Garden Glamorgan, Dr. Faith Brebner, says the administration has navigated the island through rough waters despite receiving the statutory minimum of 4.03% of the national budget for years, a figure the Dispute Resolution Commission says should reach up to 6.9%. She urges Tobagonians to reject the tie-up of the past.
Just after the budget period, I went out and I was telling people about the difference between the tie-up money that those people were giving us, you know, the little bit of money, the money that came with all of the constraints, the money that came with us not being able to do anything. And now we have this thing that we are terming smart money, which is the more money, the 5% at least. The query allowing us to actually export.
The narrative on the platform is clear. The anchor represents stability against the debt and the political friction of the last 4 years. But the campaign is also fielding fresh faces to capture the youth vote. In Buku, Mount Pleasant, candidate Keegan Denoon addressed his switch as a PNM Action Group chair to the TPP candidate, citing a need to prioritize people over party politics.
What is more important? Is a political party more important than the people that you claim to love and to serve? And I looked at him and I felt the pain and I saw it in his eyes. Because those young people need someone to represent them that they feel passionate about.
In Bonaccord, Crown Point, candidate Nikita Percy emphasized patience and unity as the party seeks a fresh mandate.
I am committed to being that kind of servant, a servant who lifts others, a servant who protects the vulnerable, a servant who works tirelessly for the betterment of every family.
With the election date set for January 12th, the TPP is banking on this message of resilience to hold the fort. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates, Television News.
The House of Representatives on Friday debated and passed the Finance Bill 2025, which includes provisions poised to reshape Trinidad and Tobago's fiscal landscape for the coming year. At the heart of the legislation are two critical measures: a significant increase in the government's borrowing ceiling and sweeping amendments aimed at strengthening accountability within the tax system. Jewel Green George has the details.
The 2025 Finance Bill was passed in the House of Representatives last Friday, December 5th, by simple majority following a marathon sitting. The bill provides for the amendment of 21 pieces of legislation and quickly exposed the divide in Parliament, particularly over Clause 14, which lifts the statutory limit on external borrowing for development purposes from $30.5 billion to a staggering $45 billion. The government argues this increased headroom is necessary for medium-term fiscal flexibility, but the opposition immediately questioned the move's implications given the country's estimated debt-to-GDP ratio, which is projected to reach approximately 65.7% by the end of 2025. The minister piloting the bill highlighted the substantial increase.
Clause 14 increases the statutory ceiling to 45,000 million Trinidad and Tobago dollars from the 5,000 million 500 million as it is now.
The increase of nearly 14.5 billion drew immediate sharp criticism from the opposition benches, who accused the government of rushing the massive policy change.
I am stunned that the Minister of Finance would just glide over this. Mr. Speaker, the Minister of Finance knows that this policy here should have been a debate by itself.
Also included in the bill is Clause 15, amending the Income Tax Act. The government insists this clause will ensure more predictable revenues, less leakage, and represents a push for transparency. The amendment includes imposing strict conflict of interest rules on the Board of Inland Revenue officials.
And if a commissioner deliberately conceals such an interest, that is an offence with significant fines and potential imprisonment, Mr. Speaker.
While the borrowing limit is a national measure, the funds are critical for capital projects and budgeting allocations across the country, including those for the Tobago House of Assembly. These new financial measures coincide with the government finalizing a separate $15 million loan from CAF, specifically to support coastal protection efforts here in Tobago. The bill, which passed its second reading, sets the stage for the country's financing strategy as it grapples with a persistent fiscal deficit. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar says her government will move toward restarting the Guaracara Refinery, declaring the long-shuttered facility technically, commercially and financially viable despite 7 years of closure. In a statement posted to her official X account, the Prime Minister revealed she received the interim report of the Refinery Restart Committee, chaired by former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine. The findings concluded that a restart is feasible under current market conditions, citing strong demand for refined products and crude availability. The report highlighted that several newer units, including those from the gasoline optimization program, remain in good condition, but warned time is critical as other facilities continue to deteriorate. Special focus was placed on the ultra-low sulfur diesel plant, seen as a key driver of refinery economics, given rising demand for cleaner fuels. Persad-Bissessar says restarting the refinery would generate jobs, create contract opportunities, earn foreign exchange, and revitalize surrounding communities, while strengthening energy security across the Caribbean. More news and the weather report when we return.
Tobago, the sun is rising, and so are the conversations that matter, from the economy to education, from healthcare to community voices. No spin, no fluff, just facts, truth, and clarity. Join me, Lavian, as we cover the issues that shape our lives, the stories we can't ignore. We bring them to the table and ask the questions you want answered.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
Hey! Mason Hall, Mariah! Ready?
Mason Hall, Mariah, now we rise. Join us this Tuesday, December 9th, 6 p.m. at Mason Hall Football Field. Join your area representative, a committed team player and leader, Ian Whitey Pollard. Alongside him, the Honorable Chief Secretary, Mr. Fali Chavez Augustine. Come hear the voices shaping Tobago's future. Tobago People's Party, anchored in truth, rising with you.
Whitey run the road, yeah, him run it strong. Mason Hall, Mariah, that's where he belong.
That was a paid political advertisement.
Better watch out, you better not cry, better not fight, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. Hey, he's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!
What's on your Christmas wish list? And can you do it with $75,000 at 0.75%? Bethel Credit Union is making your Christmas wishes come true with our 75 in 25 Christmas loan sale. Get up to $75,000 in loans at a special 0.75% interest rate as we celebrate 75 years of service, strength, and community. So, whether it's home upgrades, holiday travel, or treating the ones you love, we've got you covered. Bethel Credit Union, we see you and we're here for you. Find
Deltec Distributors Christmas Specials is here. Choose from our festive meat packages at unbeatable prices, perfect for your holiday feast. Hurry, limited packages. Order now. Package 1, $4.99. 11 pounds of leg of Thai chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey, 1 picnic ham, 1 1-liter pear jacks. Package 2, $4.99. 11 pounds leg and tail chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey cubes, 1 chicken ham, 1-liter pear jacks. Package 3, $600. 11 pounds leg and tail chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey wings, 1 whole turkey, 1-liter pear jack. Package 4, $535. 11 pounds leg and tail chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey wings, 3 pounds fish ham, 1-liter pear jacks for $359-5040 or 237-0102. Delivery available for just $20. Deltec Distributors, Main Road, Argyle, Tobago.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Trinidad and Tobago! Santa Claus is coming to Charon's at Lowlands Mall to stock up on all the goodies for good boys and girls. I'm checking my list, and Charon's has everything I need. Christmas decorations, curtains, toys, and so much more. And the best part? The best prices in town. So hurry down, folks. Visit Charon's today before the shelves are empty. Ho, ho, ho! Charon's at Lowlands Mall, where Christmas shopping starts.
Welcome back. Startling revelations from Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar revealed that millions of dollars in medical equipment and resources were left unopened and idle at the Couva Children's Hospital. She says what was found could have saved lives and strengthened care for families across Trinidad and Tobago. More in this report from Martina Renales Salazar.
Hospital's Gift of Life Christmas concert, Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar unveiled shocking details. She disclosed that 217 pieces of medical equipment valued at more than $20 million were found unopened in boxes at the Couva Children's Hospital.
After almost a decade of abandonment, 217 pieces unused medical equipment valued at over $20.68 million was still in boxes 10 years later. 10 major radiology systems worth more than $33.5 million had expired before ever treating a single patient.
She further added that in total $100 million in resources were left idle under the previous administration, describing the discovery as wasteful and a denial of care for citizens.
Systems valued at $31.9 million were non-functional, including critical, diagnostic, and sterilization units. Do you know how much money that adds up to? It adds up about $100 million. Not yours, not mine, all taxpayers, about $100 million left idle, left abandoned. I say that was not delay, it was neglect maliciously.
Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar says the revelations at the Couva Children's Hospital are a sobering reminder of how neglect can rob citizens of care and taxpayers of value. She insists her administration is moving swiftly to ensure resources are finally activated, transforming what was once waste into life-saving service. Martina Renales Salazar reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
The debate on the new Tobago House of Assembly electoral boundaries in the House of Representatives took a sharp turn into political strategy on Friday. Tobago East Member of Parliament David Thomas not only voted for the new boundaries but delivered a fiery, pointed critique of the opposition. Reporter Jewel Green George has more.
The Tobago East MP David Thomas used his contribution to frame the entire debate not around the technicalities of the Elections and Boundaries Commission EBC report, but as a reaction to the political miscalculation by the opposition, asserting that the current boundaries for Tobago's 15 districts for its 52,857 registered electors were the result of a strategy deployed by the opposition when they were in power following the 2021 6-6 tie that crippled the assembly.
Well, that after this 6-6 tie in Tobago, a concerted effort was made to change boundaries with the hope that the results would have been different. But I want my friends on the other side to know that Tobagonians are very sensible people.
The MP argued that the people of Tobago were aware of the alleged political manipulations. He concluded his impassioned statement with a firm prediction for the next THA election. He stated that the effort to challenge the EBC's work now was an exercise in futility, maintaining that the current trajectory for the island is secure.
So all those who are living with hope that you will rekindle your opposition, I wish to tell them that the gateway is closed.
The contribution from the Tobago East MP leaves no doubt that the governing party on the island is fully confident that the outcome will reinforce their current mandate. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
Former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley's highly anticipated public forum on military developments in Tobago was abruptly cancelled yesterday evening, leaving the handful of audience members gathered at Mason Hall Community Centre disappointed and seeking answers. The event, titled A Conversation with Tobagonians, was scheduled to address pressing concerns about the heated discussed status of forces agreement SOFA and military radar installations on the island. Dr. Rowley announced the cancellation via social media, citing, quote, unforeseen technical difficulties at the venue, end quote. The announcement sparked immediate questions from attendees, with one attendee repeatedly asking about compensation. Organizers promised to announce a new date for the rescheduled event, though no timeline has been provided. Every day we bring you closer to the issues that matter most. In many countries, including Trinidad and Tobago, young people make up a significant portion of the population. Their participation in voting can dramatically shift results if mobilized. For a social media poll today, we asked, do you think young voters will shape the outcome of this THA election? 87% voted yes, their voice is powerful. 10% voted somewhat but not decisive. 2% voted no, older voters dominate. And 1% voted unsure. Remember, your voice counts too. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and join the conversation by voting in our daily polls. Now for a look at the weather updates from the Trinidad and Tobago Met Office. Tonight we can expect a generally fair and breezy night across the island. However, a brief light or moderate shower is possible. Minimum temperature tonight are expected to drop to 24 degrees Celsius at Piarco and to 25 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Tomorrow, conditions will be generally fair, sunny and breezy, while the day will be mostly settled. A few brief showers are likely during the afternoon. The heat index remained a factor, registering at 34 degrees Celsius at Piarco and 33 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Seas are moderate, with waves reaching up to 2.5 meters in open waters. In sheltered areas, waves are around 1 meter, but may occasionally be higher and choppy at times. For those watching the tides, in Port of Spain, high tides are at 7:50 a.m. and 7:24 p.m. In Scarborough, high tides are at 7:31 a.m. and 7:04 p.m. Sunrise is at 6:12 and sunset is at 5:44. And that's all the time we have for tonight's Tobago Updates news. Enjoy your night, but before we go, let's recap the headlines. Duke endorses Augustine for 2026 THA elections. THA hosts Tobago first ever drone show. And multiple road accidents over the weekend.